I already posted on X right now. This demon has been flying, stalking over this sky space where the light. They were gang stalking, psychopaths, molesting with impossible light, filling this parking lot. A demon comes to the veterinary clinic, stalking with impossible light. You'll see the helicopter over the building while she's stalking in the path, being a sex offender. So is Chevron and Arco. And the entities engaged in what is maintaining ongoing helicopter activity, flying over the top of my head again, just like they did in this parking lot at what was approximately 9:30 this morning. And that's the entity that's stalking by plane. Very foolish conduct, but this is the mental illness that you need to be aware of. This mental illness is coexisting with what is the pattern of stalking with light, molesting your body with light, and they're doing that in an environment that is abnormal. Here's my shadow over here, and here's my shadow over here. That's a demon-possessed person that's engaged in what is readily identifiable criminal activity as the City of Ontario. The Ontario Board and the Ontario Executive Team is being removed. They're going to be prosecuted as co-conspirators of murder. Mike LORENZ, Derek Williams, who share in the conspiracy to commit murder as a gang-stalking police department, which is not a police department, not engaged in law enforcement. They're engaged in state surveillance. They have a documented pattern of stalking me, terrorizing me, harassing me by flying around me repeatedly, engaging what is a public nuisance upon what is gang stalking me as demon-possessed people that are conspiring my murder together. That's why they've engaged in what is a documented pattern of kidnapping as well, doing things like arriving at venues where I'm at where they are stalking and then claiming that they were told something and that's why they are in my presence. That's what the entity did on September 28, 2025, where they are gang stalking me, just like this at the Ontario Town Square by the Ontario International Airport. That's engaging what is stalking, flying in my path, and then making a U-turn, flying over Sarah's Regis, who I'm going to prosecute. And the entity engaged in what is lying, stating that I was harassing someone, and I documented that. Today, stating that I was yelling in the bathroom, and I documented the fact that that didn't happen either. This is the entity that is entirely mentally deranged. These are sex offenders, predators, monitoring my vagina in the bathroom, molesting my person with impossible light while they're engaging in what is massive surveillance. All these people are conspiring murder together, stalking as a population. Mike LORENZ is going to be federally prosecuted, the first in this country, as a domestic terrorist, masquerading as a police chief. He is not a police chief, and I'm going to prosecute him, and his mental illness is going to be proven by the criminal activity of this agency, stalking as demons in a specific environment, things as absurd, which is directly relevant to his demented mind state, under a fake sun, stalking using helicopters, stalking while masquerading as police officers, while they are absurdly mentally ill, and doing so while they kept the evidence under surveillance. That is, they are flying over my head and stalking me while I'm publishing the evidence about them targeting me on the internet. That is directly relevant to the mental illness that terrorists like Derek Williams and Mike LORENZ share, and every gang stalker that are engaged in kidnapping and criminal summoning, like I documented this agency engaging in today. By the way, at this same venue, gang stalking at this parking lot at Chevron this morning, gang stalking me, flying over my head by helicopter this morning, gang stalking me at the Ovid Family Community Library with sex offenders like this who are stalking in bathrooms and claiming that I am yelling at them or claiming that I'm harassing them. P.O.C. License plate 9DHG616. That's a mentally ill psychopath. This is P.O.C.